Respected principals and dear teachers, welcome to the special live telecast on learner-centered teaching methodology. On behalf of all the principals and teachers teaching in degree colleges of Andhra Pradesh, I cordially welcome our esteemed Commissioner Sir Sri Dobriyal Garu IFS for this program, and also our Academic Guidance Officer Dr. David Kumar. The focus of this program is on learner-centered teaching methodology and the need for every teacher to gradually and slowly shift from traditional teacher-centered classroom towards student-centered teaching and learning initiatives. In the recent times, there is need for our teachers to update their professional skills and also collectively realize the goal of the institution, that is, help our students study well, provide them employability skills, improve their knowledge base, and also support them as they strive to achieve their career aspirations and goals. This program, that is the special live telecast, is part of the ELF training program that is extended to the newly recruited lecturers from degree colleges. On this occasion, we thank our Commissioner Sir for giving immediate approval to this training program. We submit, sir, that training programs are essential for our teachers because they allow us to practice student-centered teaching methodologies and strategies in hassle-free surroundings under supervision and monitoring, and of course with peer evaluation before we directly go to the classroom and implement it for the benefit of students. We thank you, sir, for being a pillar of support and our strength. Now I request our Commissioner Sir to give his valuable message, opening remarks.
Dear principals, teachers and students, I welcome all of you to the panel discussion on learner-centered teaching methodology. At the outset, I would like to welcome all the master trainers, Mr. M. Nagraj, Mrs. Daniel Salvanis, Miss Anita Abraham, Miss Geeta Patnaik, Mr. S. Sastri and Miss A. Rosalind. It is out of place to mention that all of you are aware of the program. The department is running this program right from 2005 and 7. There was a break for few years in between, and department again started the program from 2011 and 12. I need not to mention that this program has immense importance for the students, and that too in the present context when the student goes out of the college, the communication skill, the kind of soft skills they require in the market, it is not sufficient, and the market demand is so that the student has to acquire such kind of skill before they pass out from the college. All of you are aware that our most of the government degree colleges are running JKCs, and the prime objective of these JKCs is to hone the skill of the students in soft skills. I hope that you understand the importance of program. I request all the students, teachers to kindly participate actively in the program, and I wish a great success to this panel discussion. So, I again welcome all of you for the program. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. We surely realize the importance of this program, and thank you for your support. And I now request our Academic Guidance Officer. Sir has been guiding us at every step, and I request sir to talk about this ELF project.
Good morning to all the principals and lecturers of all departments and students, and welcome to our commissioner for this, the most prioritized program of special live telecast on this learner centered teaching methodology for all the teachers and students. And also I welcome the team of panel discussion, the master trainers, and as well as the newly recruited lecturers. Now the selected 20 members are going to participate in this panel discussion. So before we move into the panel discussion, let me brief 2 minutes about this program. In 2005, this has been started in tie-up with the collaboration with the US State Department. The Department of College Education is first of its kind. It's a new initiative in the country. In 2005 November, this program has been initiated, and then George Bishop was here, senior English language fellow from US State Department, and then he was here for 2 years and he trained more than 200 teachers on English language teaching skills. At that time his main focus is on grammar and other skills of English. But later we have sustained this program with master trainers created by this ELF, senior ELF George Bishop. He has identified 20 master trainers, and then with these 20 master trainers, this program has been continuing for the last few years. And then it's a revamped curriculum has been introduced by the second time, in the second phase, the senior English language fellow through Mr. Joseph. So his methodology is completely different. It is completely student centered methodology, and then he trained more than 100 teachers, and then also in these workshops, many workshops we have conducted through the support from the commissioner, and more than 200 teachers were trained on this initiative. Why we have arranged this panel discussion? So that I would like to give you a brief about this. All these years since 2005, 7 and again 2011, 12, and many number of times, many workshops, many follow-up workshops, many retraining programs have been organized. This department with English teachers somewhere in districts through these district resource centers, that is DRCs, or through JKC, or at the department level. But the other teachers of other than English teachers, they are not aware of this, what exactly is going on. This is only all the time the other teachers in the from our college GDCs are always blaming us, only of prioritizing only English teachers. We are not aware of what exactly happening. So this panel discussion is not only meant for the English teachers, this is also for all teachers of all the subjects. So what exactly the learners to center teaching methodology. So I request all the teachers kindly follow the panel discussion, and you can ask the questions at the I think interaction session is also there at the last half an hour. You can ask the questions and then make a grand success. So thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your detailed note on the ALF project. So now we are shortly going to start the panel discussion. For this discussion, we invited a senior lecturer and ELF master trainer, Mr. Nagaraju, because he has been with the ELF program from initiation and has been at every step of its progress. So, dear teachers, all those who are watching this program, please contribute your inputs and suggestions. The phone numbers will be on the screen, and you can ring us up and add to the program, the discussion. And here we have 25 young, vibrant, motivated teachers who will be taking part in this discussion. And I request Nagaraju sir to start the discussion.
Hello everybody, this is Raju, retired English and I thank the Commissioner for the as has already been pointed out,
Do you want
this
to
program, the initiative of this talent discussion is to familiarize the classroom presentation techniques that we have mastered here, and also to tell the teachers of other subjects in working in government colleges and also private colleges that these techniques can be effectively and successfully used to teach other subjects as well. All these days there has been a misconception that this is only for English teachers and the English classrooms. So let us together dispel that misconception and help our teacher colleagues of various subjects realize that these techniques can be very effectively used while teaching any subject for that matter. Before we begin, I request you to please introduce yourselves, but not just tell your name, but tell your name and also a subject you think can be taught the new way, the learner-centered teaching way. So in case we have to use the techniques that we have taught here, if you believe that some other subject also can be taught the same way, you take the name of the subject, preferably the name of a subject that begins with the first letter of your name. For example, I am Raju, and I think any subject in the world can be taught using these techniques. For instance, as distant a subject as radiology, a medical subject, radiology also can be taught using these techniques. So I'll say, I am Raju, I like radiology, and I also believe that radiology can be taught using these learner-centered teaching techniques. And the next one who rises will introduce the first person who has already introduced himself or herself. For instance, somebody will say, Raju is interested in radiology and I am so and so and I am interested in a different subject. So we'll begin here and Geeta will introduce first and Geeta will talk about herself.
I'm Geeta. Hello, good morning everybody. I'm Geeta. I like genetics, and this is Raju. He likes radiology.
She's Geeta. She likes genetics. I'm Anita. I like archaeology.
Hello, good morning. She's Geeta. She likes genetics. And she's Anita Abraham. And she likes archaeology. And I'm Shastri. I like semantics.
Good morning everybody. He's Shastri. He likes semantics. I am Suvarna. I like sociology. Good morning everybody. She is Suvarna. She likes sociology. I am Shama. I like Shintoism.
Good morning one and all. This is Pankaja. She is Shama. She likes Shintoism. This is Pankaja. I like political science.
Good morning, one and all. She is Pankaja. She likes political science. I am Nagalakshmi. I like neurology.
She is Nagalakshmi. She likes neurology. I am Daniel. I like dermatology.
Good morning everybody. He is Daniel. He likes dermatology. I am Vindhyavali. I like virology.
Good morning everybody. She is Vindhya. She likes virology. I am Ramakrishna. I like reasoning.
He is Ramakrishna. He likes reasoning. I am Das. I like drama.
Good morning to all of you. He is Das. He likes drama. And I am Kanna. I like kinesthetics.
Good morning one and all. He is Kanna. He likes kinetics. I am Dr. Shobha Rani. I like social work.
Good morning. She is Shobha. She likes social work. I am Mallika. I like medicine.
Good morning. She is Mallika. She likes medicine. I am Usha Rani. I like urology.
Good morning everyone. She is Usha. She likes urology, and I am Lakshmi. I like literature.
Good morning everybody. She is Lakshmi. She likes literature. I am Prasanna Kumar. I like phonetics.
He is Prasanna Kumar. He likes phonetics. And I am Roopna. I like re-engineering.
She is Roopna. She likes re-engineering. I am Nancy. I like natural science.
Very good morning. She is Nancy. She likes natural science. I am Rajshekhar. I like reading.
Good morning, everybody. He is Rajshekhar. He likes reading. I am Ashok. I like anthropology.
Good morning. He is Ashok. He likes anthropology. I am Navalun. I like natural history.
Good morning, everybody. He is Navarun. He likes natural history. I am Sridevi. I like statistics.
Good morning, everybody. She name is Sridevi. She likes statistics. I am Srinivas. I like science.
Good morning to each and every one of you. He is Srinivas. He likes science. I am Kumar Swami. I like kinetics.
Thank you very much, all of you. You all have taken the names of different subjects. Do you really believe that all these subjects can be taught using the techniques that you have learned here?
Yes, sir.
If you all agree that these subjects can be taught, the subjects that we teach, all the teachers together in our colleges teach various subjects that are prescribed, also can be taught using many of the techniques that we have learned here. So, what is the name of the activity that you have done just now?
Ice breaking.
It's called icebreakers. What's an icebreaker, anybody? What's an icebreaker?
Breaking the silence.
Okay,
Or
breaking the silence.
Activeness among the students.
Yeah.
And the introductions.
It helps introduce each other.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll come to know each other.
It helps us know each other. It energizes the class. So it brings life into the class.
Yes.
Usually classes that sometimes get boring, sometimes becomes dull, can be energized, re-energized using some of these icebreakers. Icebreakers come in various forms. They come as warmers, they come as icebreakers, they come as games, they come as entertainers, they come just sometimes as fun. So you can use any of these things to bring life into the class. Is that the only purpose that they serve? Yeah.
It can be a kind of introductory activity.
Okay.
Why lesson activity?
Yeah, sometimes at the beginning of a class, at the beginning of a semester, at the beginning of a year, at the beginning of a season, icebreakers can be used to bring people together, help them know each other. But I'm looking at an academic purpose that they serve. Do they serve any other purpose?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what purpose is
Sometimes
that?
we can relate the concept.
Wonderful.
Of this.
Thank you very much, Pankaja. So, icebreakers can also be used to either recall or maybe brainstorm a subject that's being taught. Icebreakers are wonderful tools to bring life into the class at the same time related to the subject that we are teaching. For instance, today I've used this icebreaker to tell the teachers who are listening to us how many subjects can be taught using these techniques. Or maybe how many subjects can we think of where such techniques can be effectively used. So when we go back to your own colleges, please impress upon your colleagues that these techniques can be very conveniently used for teaching whatever subject they are doing. Okay, shall we begin with some of these simple techniques that we have learnt here during this 5-day, 6-day workshop that you have attended earlier and also now. Please think to yourself, open your scribbling pads if you brought them, think of some learner-centered techniques, some classroom management techniques that you are now aware of. Please make a list. Please write some 5 or 6 techniques that you've learnt here, or a few techniques that you think can be used by teachers. Please do it on your own. Please do it on your own. Please think, take 2 minutes and write a list. If you have prepared a short list of techniques that can be used in the classroom to make the classrooms learner-centered, we'll just take a look at them a little later. But in the meanwhile, tell me, what is this learner-centered
teaching? Is it different from the teacher-centered teaching, or are they same, or are they completely different?
Different.
Any one of you, how are they different? How are the two different?
Sir, in the conventional style of teaching, teacher will be active,
Okay.
but we can't guarantee the activeness of the students. So that is an age-old method. And the generations, there will be a generation gap also. So to meet the needs of the present generation, we have to adapt the new strategy. So I think that learner-centered method helps us a lot, because in teacher-centered method, the teacher will be active, but the students will be passive. But whereas in learner-centered techniques, the student becomes active and will make the students involved in each and every step. So we don't leave the presence of the, we don't mind the, we always mind the presence of the students in the classroom, and we'll make them very active.
Thank you. So the focus shifts to
teacher to the student.
From the teacher
to the student.
So whenever something is happening in the class, so it's not the teacher that's in focus, but the focus completely shifts to the student. And what does the student do in the class, in a student-centered class? He participates. He just does not listen to the class, but he actively participates in the class. And that makes the class lively, and also learning is ensured. Learning is ensured.
And also equal opportunities are given to all the students. And so the students, those who are shy also, they are motivated to take part in this learning process.
So especially in a language class, it's not the teacher who speaks all the while, but it's the students who are using the language. In a non-language subject, in a content subject, it's not the teacher who is delivering some content to the students, but students actively participate in the class. They learn together. They work on the subject that they're learning. So they put something that they've learned to use, they apply, and that's how they learn. That's why it becomes,
And similarly, in learner-centered approach, there is one more advantage. The activity, in other words, the lesson is not going to be merely drab. Teacher is expected to introduce some games and activities to create a lot of fun in learning. So nowadays it's a buzzword. In schools nowadays, they say it's fun schools, etc. So even colleges, learning is going to be very funny with the help of the activities and the games that we are devising to make learning easier for it, isn't it?
Thank you. You would like to say something?
Learner-centered classroom ignites even the dullard in the classroom.
So even the most, if there are some dull students in your class, even they become active.
And moreover, in the student-centered classroom, the roles of the students and the teachers are exchanged, and the teacher is reduced to a facilitator rather than the one who is actually occupying the whole space and time. So the teacher has to simulate a situations, and he has to provide the materials in such a fashion that the students themselves get engaged in the task and do the activity through the pair work or group work.
Thank you. You have used two words that I've liked very much. One, you said the roles get reversed. So the student almost elevates himself to the level of a teacher, and he self-learns. And the second word that you used is a facilitator. A teacher becomes a facilitator, not just delivering a lecture and finishing the syllabus and leaving there, but he becomes a facilitator and ensures that learning is happening. Now I would like you to take a quick look at the list that you made, and please recheck if the points that you have written, the techniques that you have made a list of, are some tools that will help student-centered learning. Will they help them that way? Just take a look at it again. Sure? Yes. So I would like you to quickly talk to the person sitting next to you and discuss the list that you made, and also identify one or two very good, very effective tools that you have listed. Have you identified one or two really useful, really good, effective tools that makes a classroom student-centered. I would like you to volunteer to share with the class what you have identified. Anybody? Yeah.
As part of CLT and other even learner-centered language teaching or other subject teaching, group work, pair work, and giving instructions in a clear manner, and so that the students can get participated in the
Anyone that you think is most effective?
group work is the most effective tool in communicative language teaching.
Thank you. I request Rose to please make a list of the board. He suggested that group work is one effective tool that makes a classroom really student-centered. The focus now shifts to the student. Yeah.
Pair work is the one which is very important work which engages student. I mean, it's a starter. Instead of sharing with the group, he can share with his friend who is sitting beside him.
So pair work is the next technique that these people, I mean the students, think that will make the classroom student-centered. You would like to say something?
On pair work, sir. It's on pair work. Like pair work acts as a stress buster, and it in a way encourages the students to come up with their own views, and also like it helps them to shed off all the inhibitions which they have in earlier. So they can come up with new things, new ideas also when they are in pairs rather than individually when they face the teacher to answer a question. So it becomes easier.
Thank you. Let's discuss the techniques in detail later. For the time being, let's make a list of the tools that are very, very handy, that are useful, that will certainly make the classroom student-centered.
I would say, or rather, Rose and I just discussed, and we would think that eliciting and giving instructions is very important.
So, giving good instructions is another important tool, another important technique that is going to make the classrooms really very student-centered, learner-centered. You would like to say? Sorry,
I would just like to enlighten on the use of group work.
just give us the name of the technique. What technique
mean,
do you think will make the classroom?
Yeah, group work definitely gives an opportunity to interact with the student friends. But then while you are trying to use this technique in the classroom, especially in a science class,
Discuss that a little
yeah,
later.
fine,
We'll
thank you.
discuss the techniques in detail later. For the time being, we'll only make a list of the tools, list of the techniques.
And brainstorming also is a beautiful kind of activity where all the students will be made to give ideas whether they are related or not, and afterwards the teacher knows the technique of using them. And asking questions also is one more thing. Okay, while or before.
Good. Please give one.
Information gap.
Information gaps can be effectively used to ensure that classes become student-centered.
Yes.
Okay. Opinion gaps and all other speaking techniques can be used to make them student-centered. Yeah. They're all activities. Role plays, information gaps, and opinion gaps, preference lines. These are activities that we can use to make classrooms more active, students participate better, and to help them speak in the class, to teach the skill of teaching. All these techniques, which we call the classroom management techniques, and the techniques that help make the lessons student-centered or learner-centered, the group work, the pair work, eliciting, giving good instructions to the students whenever there is an activity, whenever there is something task-based, and also brainstorming and other tools and techniques are very handy. They come very convenient, whatever subject we are teaching. So now, please tell me, what is the technique that we have used? What is the teacher technique or the classroom skill that we have used to arrive at this list? Have we used any skill now?
Yes,
We have used pair work. Can anybody recall the steps that we went through